Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Her Impact. Cassandra Hilo is your host. And today, this episode takes me back to my childhood. If you were a curious child that I did, then probably this question you have asked your parents or grandparents numerous times. And the question is why the sky is blue? Is one very frequent question children ask, and it's really exciting actually. So the short, answer is that the the sun, the light of the sun, has got so many different colors, and only the blue color we can see with our eyes, and is the one that is because it's shortwave, is the one is shattered around at the atmosphere the most, and because we're sensitive to the blue light we can see it, and that's why the sky for us is blue. So but to understand it a little bit more, just go deeper to why actually the sky is blue for humans, is let's go deeper and let's go understand a little bit more about sunlight, how it works. So the sun, the light of the sun maybe looks white, but if you see rainbow, actually they have different colors of light, and that's the colors I'm talking about. You can see them in a rainbow. So the light has got short waves and long waves, and because the light is energy, that's why we have the wavelength. So the different colors have different wavelengths, and the highest wavelength is the red. The shorter ones are the blue and the violet colors. So when the sunlight reaches the atmosphere of the Earth, it scatters or maybe deflected, depends, to the molecules of the atmospheric gases. Let's say that the gases that are in the atmosphere, the molecules of oxygen, of water. So because of these molecules, let's say, and because they are smaller to the wavelength, to the length of the waves of the light, because they're smaller, they are scattered. Depending on the wavelength, they are scattered differently. So for the blue, let's say we're talking about, is to scatter more because it's short wave. So it scatters strongly. By meaning more, it's just scattered strongly. So more blue is around it. And we can see it because we're sensitive to that color, that short wave, the short waves, that wavelength. And maybe the same length, I would say, also purple, but we don't see violet colors, let's say, because as humor, because our eye is more sensitive to blue. So this is why we don't see so much violet to the sunlight, to our eyes, and we see blue sky. So actually, why the sky is blue? So there are three components, and these three components mixed together, this is the answer why we see the sky blue. So just to remember and remind you, what are these three? So the fact is that the sunlight is made from different wavelength lights with different colors. One. The two is the atmosphere has got all these molecules of gases, and they're smaller than the lights, they're shorter in a wavelength. So they just scatter the light on them. And because of the different wavelength, we have different way of scattering. So, so the shorter wavelength are scatter more. And it's more efficient, the scattering of them. And so we have the blue and the violet because they are short wave. Now we see on the blue ones because of our eyes are more sensitive to that. Because our eye responds different to colors. You know that the dogs can see only black and white. So we see specific colors of the light. Same reason. So if we are, let's say, dogs, then we could see the blue, but we won't see the sunset, the colors of the sunset, which is a big share because it's beautiful. So we will see the red, the orange, the yellows of the sunset. And that's why the sky is blue, because of these three things that are happening together. It's crazy, but it is true. So thank you for being with me with another episode of Her Impact. Make science your superpower, like this science of how the sky is blue. And I'll see you next time with another episode.